Hi everyone, this is Igor. I'm sorry that I haven't made a video in such a long time. I've been in the hospital a few times and just been having overall health issues, and I've been working with a friend of mine on getting a new camera, and I'm using the new camera right now. I hope the quality is going to be better. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different. Instead of a question and answer video, I've been kind of on a splurge of watching MRE review videos as of recently, and I thought it sounded like fun. I've never tried one. I've always wanted to, and this is going to be my first one. This is a Belarus 24-hour second generation MRE. It arrived at my house a little bit over a week ago in a box that's labeled officially Republic of Belarus mail and all that stuff, so this is legitimate. And this is thanks to the fine people at MREMountain.com. They're the ones who kindly donated this MRE for me to review, and I very much so appreciate it because this is going to be my first MRE and I'm so psyched for it. Please go on their website, MREMountain.com, and check them out, please. They have a wide selection of foreign and US and Canadian MREs of all kinds. Just, try something you've never had before. Why not? Alright, so I'm not trying to compete with all the MRE reviewers out there. Please keep in mind this is just for fun. I'm not any expert on food. I'm not any expert on MREs or the military or anything else. This is just strictly for fun. I don't have all the fancy things that the other reviewers have, like army can openers and all that stuff, but we're gonna do what we can. Alright, so the first thing is, on the box, it comes with a patch, an arm patch, that is different for every MRE that they send as, sold on the internet, I'm thinking. This one is Military Academy, Republic of Belarus. So that's pretty cool. This box is a pretty substantial box. I think it weighs over 2 pounds, closer to 3, I believe. I think it has a very cool camouflage design and an old school Soviet Union style rope. This is the kind of rope, this twine, that I remember we had at Grandma's house growing up in Ukraine. So, here we go. Cut the rope. And let's see here. Here we go. Oh my. Okay. So, we have a lot of delicious goodness ahead of us. Look at all that stuff. It's falling out of the box, and I will get you a better angle of all this stuff too. Don't worry about it. Hey guys, so here is an up-close video of everything that is included in the box. Of course, we're going to go through it one by one, but I wanted you guys to see that it's packed full. This is a raspberry style drink. I don't know how to translate the word kisiel to English. I don't think there is a translation. I've never heard of it in the United States, so this is going to be fairly interesting. I haven't had kisiel in at least a decade or so. Alright, the third little package we have is, okay, so this is also kisiel, and this has a strawberry taste. And another thing that I think it's a hot drink, so this isn't something you put in cold water, it's a hot drink. Okay, wow, we have so many goodies. Okay, alright, we're going to start out with these little snack items. Oh, this is phenomenal. This is Paté with mushrooms. I hope you can see that. I love Paté. This is going to be phenomenal. I haven't had it in such a long time. Okay, this is Paté of chicken liver, and it comes in a container like this. I can't wait to try these things. And this is ham something in an interesting shaped container. Let's see, we have a tiny little container of what looks like maybe cranberry jam or jelly to put on crackers. I think there's crackers in here. I think every MRE has crackers. Alright, okay, here we go. So, these are very light crackers. Oh, okay, this is sour cream and onion flavored crackers. They're very light. I can't imagine they're gonna have too much flavor since, I mean, it weighs nothing. It's incredible. And here's another baggie of crackers, and I think this is buckwheat flavor? I don't know if you know what buckwheat is. Buckwheat is a grain that we eat a lot in Ukraine, Russia, the Soviet republics. We eat a lot of buckwheat. So I think that's buckwheat flavored crackers. And then we have on the side here, oh wow, a Belarusian like candy bar. Krasная Шапочка, a little Red Riding Hood, a beautiful little wrapper on it, and it is a chocolate, and I think it has something inside. Look at that pretty wrapper with the little Red Riding Hood drawing, and the yellow color, it really pops. Okay. Here is our silverware and more napkins, or actually paper towels. These are paper towels that are probably more comfortable for using to wipe your hands, and you can use the other napkins that we took out in the beginning probably for toilet paper. And then we have a whole bunch of stuff. We have a fork, a spoon, a smaller spoon, and a knife. And these are actually fairly good quality plastic spoons and forks, because I've seen on many reviews that they're so flimsy, but this one not so much. It's actually pretty solid. So good job, Belarus. Okay, here we go. This is the exciting part. Here are the three main courses. Okay, so the first one is baby chicken in sauce po-berezovsky. I don't know what that last part means, but this is baby chicken in sauce, and it comes in these cans that have 338 grams, and they have the little pull tab on top, so it should be easy to open. So that's one. Meal number two is kasha perlove s hovядиной. So kasha is again like a Russian, Ukrainian term for like some kind of grain or oats. And this isn't oats, this is a type of grain, but I don't know how to translate it to English. You're gonna have to see what it looks like. But it's with beef, with something called tushonka, I believe, which is a standard type of beef that's included in pretty much all the Eastern European MREs. Okay, and this is kasha hrечневая с говядиной. So this is kasha, buckwheat kasha with beef as well, and that's what the can looks like. And these are all 338 grams, I believe, 340 grams. And then, of course, no MRE would be complete without it. It's a little stove that you can use to warm up the cans of food, and that's what we will be doing shortly here. I'm going to do it outside though, because I don't want to set my house on fire. And then you see these white tablets. These are a solid fuel, and so you bend the little metal table into shape, you put a little fuel tab on there, and then you use these windproof, rainproof matches to light it, and then you put the can on top and wait for it to warm up, to heat up. So we're going to be doing that. I might be using two of those little stoves just to hurry things up. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this. This is what the little stove looks like that comes with the MRE. You basically fold it in one side of the little aluminum piece upwards, the other side downwards, and it becomes a little stove like this where you put the little solid fuel tab, and then you simply light it up, and hopefully it holds on one of these cans. So apparently this baby chicken in sauce is a soup, I guess? I don't know. There are huge chunks of chicken I can see, but is all this sauce really necessary? Well, we're gonna put it on the little stove right now and see if we can get it to warmed up, because I'm sure whatever it is, it tastes better once warm. Okay, we are trying to light the little tablet on fire, and I will tell you it is windy and cold outside. I don't think that's on fire. I don't see any, I don't feel any flames, so that didn't work out. Alright, we'll be back with another match. Just a sec. Come on, please light on fire. Please light on fire. Okay, so these fuel tabs are not working at all. So we're gonna try some fuel tabs and a stove I'm gonna take out in just a minute that I bought online. I think these fuel tabs are gonna be much better. Be right back. So I'm going to be using a S-bit stove that I bought on Amazon, and the fuel tabs that come with it, I believe they're better quality. The other ones, even though it didn't light, the smell of spoiled fish that comes from those fuel tabs is pretty pungent. And I don't know if these ones are going to be the same or not, but we're going to try it again. Okay, so my little fuel tablet is lit. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's lit. And so we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken in sauce on it. And as soon as it starts doing anything, I will give you an update. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's steam starting to come off the top of our chicken dish. The fuel tab seems to be doing its job. The S-bit stove is a little bit too big. The can already kind of slipped off this little nub right there. But hopefully it won't tip over and, burn me. That is fascinating, folks. The fuel tab burned out before the chicken dish even boiled. So, yeah, that happened. Okay. Hey, friends, and so we're back. We have warmed up the chicken ration, and we are about to give it a shot. I think all this liquid isn't so much a sauce as it is butter. At least that's what it smells like. The meat looks like healthy portions. Let me give it a shot. That is good chicken. It doesn't feel processed. It doesn't feel chemically soaked, or it doesn't have any weird aftertaste. It really does taste like fresh chicken, and but I could go without all the oil, butter / sauce. I think it would be better without it. But overall, I rate the chicken 9 out of 10. Very good. A little bit of the little cartilage, I think. Is that what it's called? On the right side. Yep, 9 out of 10, definitely. So it got really dark really quickly outside, and the wind picked up, and so I'm not going to be able to use the little stove to heat up the rest of the main entrees, and I'm kind of disappointed because I was really looking forward to use those little stoves, but instead I put them in a pot of hot water on the stove, and I'm going to let them boil and warm up that way. So while those are warming up, we're going to be trying all the little goodies that have been included in this MRE. So here I have opened up my buckwheat kasha with beef, and it looks rather squished in there, but we're going to be trying to mix it up, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to try and dump it into a little bowl, because yeah, this is going to be messy. Hey everyone, we're back. So let's see if it's still hot. Well, the can isn't even that hot. I just tried our first entree, which is the chicken in sauce, and it is quite good. I'm going to finish this bad boy either later tonight or tomorrow when I get hungry. So the other thing I noticed about this MRE is that there's no cold drink mixes. You know, kind of like energy drinks or like some kind of like Kool-Aid, you know, type of drink. There is nothing for cold water. It's only these these hot water beverages, and I was never a big fan of them even when I still lived in Ukraine, but we will give it a shot, I think. Okay, we're gonna try the sour cream and onion crackers because I've never seen sour cream and onion crackers before in Eastern Europe at all, so I'm kind of excited to see. Okay, so they're kind of like crisps. So these are the sour cream and onion. I wouldn't call it bread exactly, but they are like very airy crisps. Okay, I don't taste any sour cream or onion. Not even a little bit. And I wonder, okay, so these are technically still good. I think there might be 1 or 2 months past their date, but that shouldn't play that large of a role. But I don't taste any sour cream or onion, as I said. Maybe these things would be a lot better if I put some of the pate on them, so that's what I'm going to do. Sorry about my runny nose. It got really cold really quickly outside, and it chilled me, and now I have a runny nose. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to open this chicken liver pate. I love pate. I hope this stuff is good. I remember pate like it was back home. And let's see if I can open it. And wonderful. I can't open the pate. Okay, so step number 2 is get your knife. And okay, something liquid just spilled out. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Sorry that I'm not very careful with this wrapper, but wow. Okay, I think that liquid was just some oil or butter. The pate looks fantastic. Let's see. Okay. The liver taste is very minimal. Hardly at all. There's hardly any taste at all, actually. As soon as you kind of put it in your mouth, there's a slight chicken taste, but it goes away really quickly. I'm going to try that again. Yeah, there is no flavor in this. I wonder how, if anything would change if I were to put it on one of these wafer crackers. Yeah, so it's no flavor plus no flavor equals no flavor. So I'm kind of disappointed, Belarus. Come on now. Your chicken pate, I give it like a 2 out of 10. Step up your pate game, Belarus. And your crackers? I mean, come on. What is this? It doesn't even count as food. It's so airy. It has no calories. I don't believe this has any substance. I don't know whether or not it has calories on here or not, but step up your cracker or biscuit game too, Belarus. Come on now. I'm not gonna even eat any more of those crackers because they are pretty cardboard-like, and I'm not gonna eat any more of this pate because I don't like unflavored paste. So we're just going to put it aside. And we're going to try the pate with mushrooms. I'm not sure if this means that there's meat in here too. Okay, so it's the same color pate as the chicken liver, but apparently this has mushrooms added to it. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so this pate is much better. It's much smoother. You can taste some kind of organ meat. And I don't know what it means by the fact that it says it has mushrooms, because I don't see any mushroomy evidence. There's no spots anywhere. It doesn't have any mushroom flavor. So I don't know if that's a factory mistake or something. Okay, so I would probably give this a 5 out of 10. It's much better than the other pate, but it's still a lot to be desired. Okay, I'm going to put this aside, maybe eat it later. Okay, let's see. Hopefully my other main courses will be done soon. Let me check up on my status. I believe they're done. So we're back. The main dishes have been boiling in a pot because it got too windy and too dark outside to do any filming with my cheap little setup. So the cans are super hot still, but both of them are kasha. They just have different types of grains in them. We'll get to them in just a few minutes. I'm going to let them cool down. Actually, first, I'm going to see if I can open the tabs and let them cool. So, the buckwheat with the supposed beef is very presentable, very good looking. It's what buckwheat should look like. But you know what the problem is? There's no actual beef anywhere in the can. Well, a few scraps here and there. I think this is a little piece of beef right here somewhere. But there's supposed to be chunks, and I don't see anything of that nature. But I'm going to try it and see how it is. Okay, so the buckwheat has no salt, no pepper, and no flavor. Here's a chunk of meat. I'm gonna try it and see. Okay. The verdict is the meat is very processed and therefore the flavor has kind of melted away. It really is just a kind of like a paste pate feeling when you put that piece of meat in your mouth. It just kind of melts. There's no texture to it. There's nothing. The buckwheat is, in my opinion, poorly made. It has no salt and no pepper and a minimal amount of fat because it's pretty dry. But I guess if you're in a pinch, if you're out in the field, it's going to taste a lot better. I understand. This is just for fun. But again, there's no actual beef in the beef buckwheat dish. Okay, so the kasha perlova does look already like it has a lot more meat in it than the previous dish, and I'm really looking forward to trying this. I love all these grains that we had in the Soviet Union. We still eat them to this day here in America. I'm gonna try these nice little chunks of meat and see how they taste. Wow. Wow. Well, guys, let me tell you, the kasha perlova, I think it might be something similar to rice and beef. The flavor is intense, and 340 grams is a big amount. It should fill up, a soldier no problem. The beef is so flavorful. It doesn't taste at all as if it's been sitting in a can, for years or months. Yeah, that's buttery. It's rich, it's flavorful, just the right amount of salt. I don't think there's any pepper in here, but wow, the flavor is fantastic. Wow, this grain with beef, I would definitely give 10 out of 10. The flavor is phenomenal. I would highly recommend you try this if you get any opportunity to do so. And now we just have a couple things left to try. One of them is this lunch meat right here in this strange container. I'm sure it is ham. I just don't know what kind or... Okay, so this looks to be some kind of meat jelly? Or is this some kind of a Spam? It looks like it could be some kind of Spam-like product. I'm not a big fan of Spam. There's a lot of fat around the edges, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. My goodness, that's a lot of fat. Okay, it's just processed ham. It has no unique flavors to talk about, no special, things that a soldier would get excited over. I don't think. I don't know who would have thought to put this in here. It has no taste at all. I give it maybe a 2 out of 10. I guess if you need to fill your stomach, you can do it, but I have to think Belarus has better food than this. So, yeah, that's weird. And now we're gonna try this little chocolate candy. And it comes in two little bars that have become glued together, but they come easily apart. Yeah, two little chocolate bars. I guess it's a Belarus version of Twix, maybe? Okay, so it's a simple Soviet-style candy bar. It's basically waffles and chocolate. Very old tasting. Like it's been sitting here for way too long. But I don't think this MRE is that far beyond its date. So I don't know if this is just the kind of candy bar it is, that it's just not a very good candy bar. I don't know. Well, friends, unfortunately my electric teapot will not work, so I can't try the hot drinks. But here, let me get a drink of water. Thank you so much for joining me today on my little culinary adventure. Overall, I'm not too impressed. After watching so many MRE reviews, I was expecting some kind of snacks that a soldier could have during, the middle of the day when it's not time yet for a full meal, but you're still kind of hungry. There was really no snacks that you could eat like on the go, and the fuel tabs suck. They didn't light on fire, and the little Esbit stove, the little aluminum stove, sucked. It basically lost its shape almost immediately. And the food was overall maybe a 5 out of 10, but hopefully my next MRE will be better than this one. I plan to do a German 24-hour MRE here in the next couple of weeks. I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, this was just for fun. I know I'm not good in front of the camera. I know I'm not good with editing. I know, this is just for fun. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.